And welcome back to All Over the Map. Thanks for tuning in. On this episode, we've got CityGuessr, one of my favorite GeoGuessr games, the game created by BOKSA. This map includes many of the largest and most famous cities in the world, all locations centrally located, no remote suburbs, suitable for no moving. That's what we're going to do. We're going to have some fun with cities once again. No move, no time limit. Reason why I do no time limit, a few of you have sent me emails wanting me to not put a time limit so you can play the game, look around without feeling the pressure of the clock. We will do some games with the timer on it. That is to come. But for this one, I think it's probably best to do a no time limit, no move challenge. And as always, the play along link will be in the description below. And off we go to the cities of the world in CityGuessr. And we've got Cross River Rail. So I don't even need to move here, but in Brisbane, Australia, it says, what is this? Brisbane's new underground. Which, yeah, I didn't know that there's a new underground in Australia. Beautiful city. And we've got something street station and a Mitsubishi, a Volkswagen, and a thrifty rental van or truck. So we're looking at Brisbane's new underground, the Cross River Rail. Parkland Boulevard is where we are, in Roma Street. So let's go down under for this. It's been a while since we've been down under. And off to the Gold Coast, or near the Gold Coast, is Brisbane. And let's go and try to find the Cross River Rail. And Fortitude Valley, what a name, what a name. And Felons Brewing, Brisbane sounds like the place to be. Okay, so the Cross River Rail, Brisbane's new underground. I wonder how old this is, or new this is. We've got Roma Street, Parkland. So, Roma Street. So if we're looking, that's northwest. Maybe we're on the south side of this. Maybe not. The Italian... Okay, so we've got the Italian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, which would lead you to believe Roma's around here. Maybe not. Rotherham. So we've got some underground here. Mamma Mia Ristorante Pizzeria. Mamma Mia Pizzeria. Mamma Mia Pizzeria. What's that one thing? One bite, everybody knows the rules. I'm not seeing Roma and Parkland. Maybe this is Main Street. I have Main Streets in Australia, so that's interesting. Okay, so I'm not seeing Parkland and Roma. The South Bank. Okay, South Bank, Roma Street, Parkland. Okay, so we're Roma Street, Parkland. So we're over here. I was on the wrong banks. We were in the wrong banks here. So Parkland, Frogs Hollow. Some interesting names here. South Bank, Parklands. Okay, here we are. And where the heck are we? Looking north. Okay. Gray Street, South Bank. Shine Lawyers, detour to Roma Street Station. Gray. Ernest, Glenelg, Russell. Where's this Roma Street Station? I'm not seeing it, folks. Okay, South Bank Parklands Car Park entry. Roma Street, where are you? I'm trying to find Roma Street, and I just can't find it. Look at that name. Wollongabba. Wollongabba. Some interesting names in Australia, I'll say that. But cool names. Yeah, that's looking due north. Maybe we're on the wrong side, folks. I think that's what the case was. Here's Roma Street. The Roma Street station has got to be. Where's Roma Street? Roma. Upper Roma. And it seems like Roma ends here. Magistrates Court. We saw the loft tower over here. So it's looking south, which would be here, which makes sense. I don't know why I'm struggling with this one, but I am. So looking east, which would put us. All right, I'm just going to go, I think we're here, but I'm not sure on this one. Let's go for it. Brisbane, Australia. 50 yards. There we are, 5,000 points. So not too bad. That was a struggle. I couldn't really see Parkland. I go, there's Parkland. Just didn't see that. Took a little while longer than I'd liked. Queensland. There we are. So 50 yards, 5,000 points. Pretty good first round. Australia down under. We don't get that often, so that was a good one for all over the map. Okay, so we got a lot going on here. This feels, I was going to say American of sorts, but maybe not. Maybe these cars, this looks like a Camry that you'd see in the United States, but that doesn't mean that. Maybe this is Australia again. Maybe this is, there's the Etihad Stadium. Don't think this is the Etihad in Manchester. We got a nice ship. The Docklands. Well, where's the Etihad? The Etihad Stadium. AMP. Probably should know the skyline, but I don't. Gas, keep clear, no smoking, no flames. Okay, so we got looking east. Then we look west. So maybe this is Something lean education center. So I'm thinking this could be. Is there an Etihad in Perth? Could this be Perth, Western Australia? Um, let's take a look. Not sure on this one. So the Etihad, no. So this is not Perth. I'm trying to think of something on the west. I mean, that does say the Docklands. The Etihad. Oh, okay. So let's think about this, right? The Etihad. You got Manchester City. Is this Melbourne? Maybe this is Melbourne. Trying to think other city-owned football clubs that would have the Etihad um, as a stadium, but I don't think the Docklands. Okay, so that's interesting. Um, they're looking due north. We have the Docklands here. So would there be a stadium over here? Um, nope. The Marvell Stadium. Maybe this is Melbourne. Maybe we're just the name has changed. So for here, we got the Educational Center. I mean, it seems like this could line up. Docklands Waterfront Resort. This could be it. Is there a bridge to the west? Yes, that could be the Bolte Bridge. And then there's what I see these right here are like it's a port of some sort. So maybe the port is the Victoria Dock. So maybe yeah. So this is probably it. The Docklands is it. All right. So let's just take a look. We are a little further out. The building's there. So I'm going to guess that we're probably right about there on Collins Street and Wharf. The Docklands, I think this is probably a good guess. Maybe they built this in the meantime. Could we be down here? We could be further down. But again, well, there's water on this other side, which makes sense to the Yarra River. I think we're about there. I think this is a good one. Let's go for that. Ooh, 331. So we didn't get a perfect score. So it was where I thought there at the. Okay, so got that a little off, but not too bad. Melbourne, Australia. So we got two rounds down under for the CityGuessr. And do we go to a third? No, we don't go to a third. Although, interesting that I think I said Collins, and we pop with Collins. I don't know what it is with this game. We're, I think, in the United States, this one, probably the West Coast. It's amazing how you say certain words. I think I said Collins. I could be wrong. I'll go back and look at this. But nonetheless, an interesting one of when I say things and it shows up. So we've got the Live Oak School, 50 years. Clean Air Vehicle. Lock World. We've got a sofa sale, a bedroom, Geary. So this sign looks San Francisco-ish. That old school 1950s or 60s style sign right there on the road at Collins and Geary in San Francisco, California. There's a Brazilian flag, so we could probably do this game as a confusing flags or not type of game. So we're at Geary and Collins. So Geary and Collins. So we're looking west. Blake, Mancini's, and the tunnel up here. So we're looking east. to the city. So, okay, so let's go off. So we're going to cross. This is a Pacific, maybe a Pacific Ocean, South Pacific game so far. Maybe we'll get over to Europe next. Europe. Wonder if there's the algorithm that says, if there is, when I say Europe 15 times, that we hop to Europe on CityGuessr, as I say Europe. We'll find out if GeoGuessr plays those games. All right, so we're going to look for an east to west Geary, which there's Geary, Balboa Street, Geary, Little Russia, Richmond District, Outer Richmond. So we need to find Geary and Collins. Maybe we're a little further towards, past the Jack in the Box, down to Cook, Collins, Geary, Scott, the Fillmore, Cathedral Hill, and Little Collins Road, which should be around here somewhere, right? Gotta think. San Francisco, California. Lilla Village, Mel's Drive-In, and second. So, okay, so if we're looking east, we got that little tunnel thing there, and the underpass, Tenderloin. Whoa, this could be going a little far, but let's just see here. There's Collin Place and O'Farrell Street, Hyde, the Motel 6. I think there's a story behind the Motel 6. I think in the 1960s, Motel 6, I think, cost $6 a night. Maybe that's, I don't know the story behind that. If anyone knows, comment down below. But I thought I heard it was $6 a night to stay in Motel 6. I think that's how it started. It's a cheap, inexpensive place to stay. That was 1960s, though. And Motel 6s exist around the world, or maybe around the United States at least. Okay, so here's like an underpass, right? This looks like an underpass of sorts. So my thinking is Collins Street should be, here we are, Collins Street. There's Sunstream Coffee. The car wash that looks like it's been there for a while. The self-service car wash. And there's Supercuts, Floor Design. Abbey Carpet is, where's Abbey Carpet? Abbey Carpet of San Francisco. And we are right about here on Geary and Collins. And there we are, 5,000 points, 1 yard away. Pretty good. Okay, so I think we're, could this be Europe? I said Europe 15 times. Maybe I say Finland next round and we get Finland. This one, we do head to Europe. Cathedral Barceloneta. So we're in Barcelona. These folks are in Barcelona, España. There's a bird's nest. One thing about these games, a lot of interesting things to see. A lot of graffiti here in Barcelona. Is that a norm in Barcelona? I've had a couple rounds in Barcelona. I've seen a lot of graffiti. Well, that's an interesting word there. So we've got an underground. There's a lot of graffiti here, surprisingly. And such a nice city. Tapas. Okay, so we got an underground road. It's basically going northeast to southwest. Okay, so Barcelona. If I say Finland or Norway or Sweden, wonder if that will be the next round. But GeoGuessr did hear me, and it did take me to Europe for this one. So pretty interesting. Okay, so I think we've got an underground highway. And maybe the tall buildings are in this area. So I'm going to guess that we are in a place like this. I'm not going to spend much time on this other than, okay, so we got a plaza there to the north. So I think this seems to fit pretty nicely, this area. The Zanzi Cannabis Club. Um, Park del Port Olimpico. We've got some buildings that are lined along the way. So no, this doesn't really line up too well because if we're looking to the south, there are things in the way, which is not a beach. So, yeah, so maybe we're further up here. Maybe this looks a little more Parc del Clot. Um, Maybe we're at a spot like this. Maybe this is the C31. Or maybe, let's see some buildings that are turned to their side. Um, okay, so we're leading southwest. I think we could be in a place like this. Pizza bowls. Pizza bowls. Could be even a little further down. Although the road's not going underneath. So we've got to be, road's got to be going underneath the ground, the road. The road, the ground, underground. Okay, so I think this could be at a place like this. I think this seems to be a good spot. I'm just going to go here and guess that we're in Barcelona. And we were 1.8 miles. So not too bad. Just a little off. Up there we go near. There it is. La Barceloneta. That's where we were in Barcelona. Didn't even think that was a thing. So learned something new. That there is Barceloneta in Barcelona. All right, so let's get off to the fifth and final round and see where this takes us. And we didn't get Nordic. We did get England, I think, for this round. Perhaps a red bus. Yes, England. But where in England are we? We got a nice brick wall. We got a bus stop. We got S. Is that SIG or is that SIG? Or is that SG construction? Bus stops. Well, wait a minute here. Hold on a second. There's a castle here. Canine Patrol. Okay, so carrying a teddy bear, I guess, there or something. This looks like large city. Sure, this has got to be London, right? What's throwing me off is this looks like a European plate. So bus stand. Yeah, I'm gonna have to guess. So there's a castle here to the south. In a weird way, it almost looks like that's like a not a. I can't tell. Looks like a dark blue, almost like it's Scottish or something. But in any case, we are something considered constructors. Is that what that says? Okay, let's just take a look out. Zoom out a little bit. Not much here. We're going to just go to London on this one. It's got to be London, right? And we're looking south-southwest. So the city of London. The tall buildings, I think, are in this area, right? So Tower of London. Big Ben's back over here. So what I've got to figure out is what castles around here. St. Paul's Cathedral. The City of London School. Duck and the Waffle. It sounds like a pretty cool place. Again, looking south, and then we've got this to the north. So we could be in a place like this. St. Bartholomew's Hospital. Okay, so here we are. Let's see if we're not on a road that curves off to the northeast, which Florian Court. There's the London Wall. Thinking we're in this area somewhere, and you know what I'm going to do? I am going to go and don't think we're this far north, but I think, where are we again? Finsbury. I think this looks. I don't think this is it. It looks kind of like where it should be, but I don't. It's a long wall though. Looking south. And I could spend all day doing this, so let's see. I'm gonna keep it there. Let's go for that. And we were 1.7 miles away. Unfortunately, Archbishop's Park. We were near a hospital, and yeah, probably wouldn't have gotten that. So, all right, not too bad. London, England for the last round. 24,976, so not too bad on this game. A little longer than I'd liked, but hey, it was fun. We're going to do some quick rounds of CityGuessr the next time we play it, so stay tuned to that. We went down under to the United States, to Spain, and to London, England, so this was a fun one. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. Yeah, this was fun. So if you did, hit the like button, share this with your friends. Want to get to 2,000 subscribers, and thanks for tuning in. Until next time, cheers.